The climate is changing and it's affecting all of us everywhere. Approximately 40% of the global population is now living with the harsh realities of climate change, high temperature, drought, flooding, and other extreme weather events. The climate crisis acts as a threat multiplier to conflict, economic justice, gender inequality, health, displacement, and food insecurity. While climate change affects everyone, some communities are affected more than others, as some of them have less resources and coping strategies available than others. Why? Gender identity can be one of the decisive factors in an individual's level of vulnerability and the options they have available to adapt to climate change. Gender intersects with other factors like disability, race, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic disadvantages that can create additional vulnerabilities and barriers to adaptation. Because traditional gender roles, related norms, and expectations can be extremely discriminatory and limiting. They may determine the level of workload, access, control of technology, education, resources, and decision-making of people. These are likely to prevent women from adopting effective strategies, preparing, adapting, and responding to climate change impacts. And according to global data, when climate disasters do strike, women typically make up a higher proportion of people affected. During the 2018 floods in Tanzania, 60% of those reporting losing their job were women. Good climate change adaptation provides options to reduce these risks. To address gender inequality, an amplifier of risk, adaptation must therefore address gender-based vulnerability. This is effective and is called gender transformative adaptation. To achieve these changes, it is important to build agency, change relations, and transform structures. Build the knowledge, skills, and capabilities to create opportunities for people of all genders. Address the inequalities and transform the power relations through which men and women live their lives. Support the transformation of discriminatory social norms and exclusionary practices. Take Vietnam as an example. Vietnam is highly susceptible to climate change impacts, which impacts crop yields and food security, especially amongst ethnic minorities. Women in Vietnam play a leading role in agricultural production, but their access to information and training is restricted by financial and digital illiteracy, and other gender norms that normalize inequality between women and men. In response, CARE and its partners have initiated village savings and loans associations led by ethnic minority women, forecast warnings and advisories in native languages, capacity strengthening and leadership classes for local women. Here's Quang Thi Kiang. Through the support from CARE, Quang Thi Kiang learned new farming methods that doubled her harvest, supporting her and her family's resilience in the face of severe drought or other climate impacts. This made her overcome decision-making barriers and improved her confidence. The poverty rate in the ethnic communities decreased from 33% to 10%, and CARE is proud to have contributed to this achievement. This goes to show that the consideration of gender increases the effectiveness of adaptation programs. Action is needed now to put women and girls at the center of efforts to build communities' resilience to climate change. If gender inequality in climate change adaptation is not addressed, sustainable outcomes may not be secured. Climate change adaptation thus has a responsibility to advance gender equality.